Okay. Are you jump to pieces on the pay card? Simplest to try. An illustration of illusory. Illusory destroyed thinking or a scam of a sucker. When ambitions are stopped by socially, guided by social disease of consumer mercantile interest and the moment. Are we conscious? Where for everything about it, everything you have got to get. You have a reservoir of energy quality, connection flowing through space. Time and distance of measurement. By need for rubble. Sometimes you scream, don't scream. No one will hear you. To talk about the bomb, you need to at least prevent the participation of paying yourself in, by the large more than 1 year or even decades. To worry from inside precisely while living and not to be oppressed. Central nervous system and peripheral nervous system, which should never be nothing in a systematic systemic and pulmonary circulation. Everything is insoluble. Knowledge. Let's say it's an example. Then the formal of digital science. Characters, symbols, shapes, and I. And you, and your nerve. Precipitation day and night. How do you feel? And this age indicator on the reaction hologram. Actually or randomly, I always ask, what about comforts? Means some beverage from foods, things. Everything is manipulated, not manual skill in art. As the draft an elevator says, to another lost above, I can yell myself, I would have that. Everything is from that. And we say that as is not an animality. Not at all. I will, but not much. Purely personal experience isn't money sexual, but power. Isn't prostitution the oldest profession on earth? The exposure of body. Parts isn't always a destroyed craft of thing workers. For example, I want to walk with my mother, return house, and from where a body some gangsters or official will not expel just talk with a person or interest in real life. You will not betray initially, and you can meet the right person for life. Well, it's good for health. Here to do somersaults. Then what? Love for religious. Hunger, food, yeah. So the world is not all about its money. Such culture is self-esteem, values changing on the main fixing composition. This is what weighs us down and make it changeable for others. No sex without love. Say hello, and that's enough. What is the main pillow? That education, financial interest, and ability to increase generation reception of decency. But we can just get a salary. Right? Right? White. Alright. But we can just get a salary for managing someone else's finance. And to be healthy, independent, not necessarily married, and people call it, this is state of happiness. Yes, it's a sin to hide. We all think with the penis again on segments of the path where there are no losers and longish, where the experience and understanding is a gift with which we present us to heavenly intercourse. Heavenly intercourse. Bursting with unprepared consciousness, but the soul pronouncing in order to avoid mortality in different religions and linguistic dialects of others fighting on more than once. But many yesterday's and today's breathing stops and active heating the both. That's all person I am. A school bus in the size of outfit and a great book from the equatorial section of the mental edit. Almost really, but accounting according to the arbitrary, without moving your fingers over the deceased person. Please those. Yes. Yes, said it about the lady. You look into the faces, foreign kind details, improved, not melt, crushed by genetic mirror ethics to yourself. But what about our organization that determine as organism? Whether we want light or not, and its shadow sheds fairy sections of the artist's combination makes it personal, but not invented by us in the form of paints. What inside? And now, yes, the desire to live life while living business is the hour of fun, sexual beings and magnets, absorbing essential nature without the court in a way. Anyway, it's difficult to increase experience without marriage. But the world eventually decides to make an overnight stay for pets rather than those who do not fit into the turn of central number of specific renegades. Us, but the presence of the institutions, the thinking pro based on assessment of enough. the hook of the guys from and to is mutually complementary the sex action and the point of not recognizing for psychomotic balance of the brain body. Body belongs to condolences. So the processes inside to the outside. What can be said about a person who is destined to reproduce an intrauterine embryo in a human from inside, and this is the only one of consciousness from far away from the sexy and novels global culture and not ever Caligula movie like instead of unity of organs or example of organs of skillfully mildly forward projected. This is something not personally kept. I mean, passed by emotion, not even driven nostalgia, not given other on sedating, collateral and attractive rumors from a minimum and admiration to a maximum. No? And do you have something different, please? So from time immemorial, please the science is courage. That is, if you get it, you don't give it, it's not necessary. This is without love. And who said that you know how doing in love? They love children, they love themselves in sexual process, and far from being a bad creator, create parallel subject for the subject. Let's continue. The banal, simplest, complexity is the sexual process, when the tissue always begins with a hunger, and they present an drunkard, applauding the opposite of principally the title of inspiring, invigorating, exciting immunity, not immunity, mature minds with control or without cross-controlability. Not everyone who would have enough on counterfeit, inspired by the very pathos, on the process of the public separately taken into the process, albeit like the vacuum of vagina, of metal model structure lattice, a culture of dynamic house, an example that sectors and their codes as people in a single code. Like in a movie, So, well, you younger, the human potential, when more, he is the master of strategic point. Thinking for him by the look, the fresh, stable, more informed, ready to take risk. Science, the word is a matter of the young. Because the recruits who are waiting, and are we not conning a naked body from time immemorial is a revelation if we do not describe ourselves as an escort convoy of a conversation due to family and equality. The cost of education, comparison of weight categories, and production principles, in accordance with which we were named and will be named at the place of issuance of certificate. Have you ever actually loved? What does this change love? Not everyone will express love. Will their body will with a huge financial immense and a very fair bullshit word. What the rest of his maneuver as schoolboy masturbating to a teacher.